Miller, time to bring the bass bird.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the.
Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Get up. 180. Check. 59. Three bud. Switch.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Don't be mad. You want to come on. 180. 44 is Mike. Check. 6 man.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 27-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ready. Get a 20. 53. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Ready. Go 20. I give you radar. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Stafford on 3rd down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
On 4th down, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right
To Johnson again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings.
Alert, 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 alert.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefit to that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, ran, come. Check 24.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Now Trubisky on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Trubisky to throw. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Now Darquan. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Come to my work.
Now Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On third down, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Bears push further out in front. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Lions nothing. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Ready. Wait, 80. Coming to you. Coming to you.
On first down, Stafford here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there at 22.
Gain of 22 yards. And the Lions first down.
Set. 280. Hey, watch the slant.
Stafford on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Agnew now to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
It's a gain of 3.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Stafford now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Hey, alert 3. Switch.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Prater. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike 40, check. Ran, throw. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
From the 27, Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things
interception.
for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
47. Check, 47.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, Scott. 47, Mike. Mike, 47.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. It's our time. It's our time.
They go play action. Trubisky. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Keep it up, guys.
After the interception, here's Stafford. They will find Winslow on the left side complete. 7 yards. Pick up on the pitch and catch.
Number 14. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Set. 280. It's a party now. It's a party now.
From the gun, here's Stafford. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. 280. 58. Come on. Watch the pass. Hey. Come on.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They go to Johnson again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They can't hang with us.
Trubisky will throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Hey, ball. 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. Tap. Watch the twist.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
That was a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Motion, motion, bump, 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 44.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Ran, tough. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Yeah.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Darkwa. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Again, it's Cohen. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Stafford. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From just shy of midfield, Stafford. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On first down, it's Cohen. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll run with Darkwan. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Orleans Darkwan. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
Next to score, Bears 35, Lions 28. O'Donnell, the kickoff for Chicago.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 19-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
44, Mike, Zoo. We ain't giving up nothing today. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. Target.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. That's complete right side to Gabriel. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Shit. Ran,
They'll try to run for it with Cohen, but he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, here's Agnew. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
They're on 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Open man is born. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. Back to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Stafford. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They have the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Chicago, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brent